How's it going, everyone? Your boy Corey here, aka Crasher, back with a new video, and ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a follow-up to get into regarding the situation with Suede and ShoPro, so let's do this. So if you guys aren't aware of this situation, long story short, we have ShoPro pursuing legal action against Suede. In other words, ShoPro is suing an anti-poke YouTuber. That is crazy and baffling, even to this very day, to think about. But at the same time, it's not exactly too surprising, especially when we compare this situation to the Totally Not Mark Toei animation situation, where these two big-time Japan anime companies are being so ruthless and so unreasonable and abusive, especially abusive towards content creators, trying to bully them into submission. It shouldn't be really too surprising, but it does still baffle me that we have got to this very point when it comes to ShoPro in particular. Now let's get into some of the stuff that I want to showcase and update you guys on. We ourselves Suede tweeting out, well, this could be the next tactic companies could use because all the vids that got taken down have had the counterclaim option removed. All that's available is contact claimant. So this has potential to set nasty precedent that may affect you guys next if Toei catches wind. And if we open up the first image right here, we have ourselves select action, and then we open up the second image, we have ourselves the only actions being showcased, contact claimant. So it appears that this further disadvantages us content creators because, well, where is our ability to counterclaim these claims and takedowns, especially when the claimant is extremely stubborn and stuck in their own ways? And that goes millions times more for Japanese companies like Toei Animation and ShoPro that do not give a single damn about fair use, and they think that we are pirates trying to steal their IP, steal their content, when we're making content that fits within the realms of fair use. This right here is extremely dangerous. If we have ourselves the ability to counterclaim removed, that is not good. Because what good is us contacting the claimant going to do for us? After finally getting hold of a Japanese lawyer who specializes in IP law and speaks English, no easy feat, I found an interesting wrinkle. It turns out that if I refuse to pay the fine, it would cost more than the fine is worth to prosecute me in New Zealand. I unfortunately can't just leave it as the videos are still held hostage, and it means I can't visit Japan ever without risk of prosecution, but still interesting. Now this right here is a big one that I especially want to elaborate on. Please stop boosting this. He has contacted me. That's in reference to Totally Not Mark. Unfortunately, the fact that ShoPro have circumvented YouTube's counterclaim system means it's very different from his situation. And unless geo-blocking is made widely available, if my case goes badly, this could cripple AnyTube. Now, I want to elaborate a little bit more on the geo-blocking feature. I briefly touched base on it in my video talking about the update situation with Totally Not Mark and Toei Animation, and this right here is something that we desperately need. Now, I do understand that this right here could potentially have some drawbacks, as well as this right here could further incentivize bad actors and pirates to legitimately re-upload entire uncut episodes of various animes to their channel and just simply hit the geo-block button and block said content from where it originated from, so that way the originator can't see what is going on. I definitely understand that this right here could very well be abused by bad actors, but this right here is where I come in and make a suggestion and say, maybe, just maybe, have the geo-blocking feature unlocked in a similar fashion to how monetization is an unlockable feature once you meet a certain threshold by that standard. Like for monetization, you don't get access to it unless you reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watch time in 12 months. maybe that right there could be a similar implementation for the geo-blocking feature. Maybe have it increase to, say, 5,000 subscribers and 20,000 hours in watch time, you know? That right there is my personal recommendation on how I would implement the geo-blocking feature, so that way it doesn't immediately become readily accessible to any of the bad actors out there that would willingly abuse it just for some cheap clicks and cheap growth. It's one thing to steal content. That is definitely something I am not for. But fair use is not stealing, and as far as I'm concerned, Suede Blade is not stealing. He is making fair use content. So I really truly hope that this does get to YouTube, and they do look into this, and they at least consider allowance of the geo-blocking feature for us content creators that are established enough depending on what they do in order to implement it properly. Let's carry on. This whole thing has worse implications than I first thought. I haven't heard of any other creator being hit with this, so I'm basically the test case and precedent. If this goes badly, any Japanese company will have a quick, easy way to block any video they want. Yes, this is very bad. Step 1. Create a rudimentary small claim in Japan, aim it at the offending creator and send it to YouTube, demanding the videos be taken down, make the fine too big to ignore, but too small to be worth legal fees, make it confusing and obtuse. Step 2. Since it counts as legal proceedings, YouTube steps back and washes their hands. The videos go down instantly with no option to counterclaim. The YouTuber is forced to go through you in your country. This is near impossible without expensive representation. That's it. Boom. An easy and efficient way to remove videos with anything you don't like on YouTube outside Japan. No risk of counterclaim, no fair use, point and click. If this becomes precedent, AnyTube could be effectively gone in months. All creators need geo-blocking. Yes, they do. I have the big final explanation video ready to upload, but YouTube won't allow me to upload because it says I have too many strikes. I have 0 strikes on my channel, so that's new. Now that's definitely odd, but it shouldn't be too surprising given how YouTube is quite messed up at times. Actually, a lot of the times, if I'm gonna be honest. I contacted support and they said they'll have an answer soon, but gah. It looks like my channel won't actually be deleted yet, which is a tiny mercy. YouTube can't actually acknowledge the takedowns as strikes until the court complaint goes through the system and I'm given the means to pay the damages. The videos still stay down though. The lawyer I spoke to in Japan says that small claims in Japan normally take 3 months to process, so I've probably got until March at the earliest before the payment happens and the strikes stick. Problem is, it's still a ghost channel for now. When I tried to upload my big explanation video, the uploader says I can't upload because I have over 3 strikes, except I don't. I won't get any strikes until after the court complaint goes through, so I should be able to upload the vids until then, yet the uploader says I can't. Luckily, I got a hold of YouTube support and they said that this is not right. They're currently working on the problem and said they'll get back to me, but still, just anything else you want to throw at me, YouTube? And if we actually take a quick look at his YouTube channel, we can see completely scrubbed clean. And based on what he was saying in the tweets prior to update the situation, it seems like that we're going to be still waiting for that video to have his explanation in regards to the whole situation. And it just honestly seems like a big jumbled mess. It really truly is, not just on YouTube's end, considering he doesn't have any strikes, yet he can't upload that big explanation video, but especially on ShoPro's end, where they're choosing to pull the ultimate douchebag move and actually try to sue another YouTuber. This person has a little over 20,000 subscribers. Now that is obviously no easy feat to accomplish, but in comparison to a big-ass Japanese company like ShoPro, this guy is essentially an ant compared to those guys. and they are very content and proud of what they're doing to this guy. Like, this is just absolutely sickening. So there's not really much else to cover in this update regarding Suede and ShoPro, but if there is anything that comes out afterwards that is very, very huge, I will keep you guys posted on this, because this is, by default, already a very huge situation. This is the first time that we have ShoPro actually pursuing legal action against an anti-poke YouTuber that does fair use content. This is just still very, 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 very shocking. And honestly, it is very scary, because this could either end good and huge victory for us, or it could be very, very bad, and anti-poke is essentially done within a matter of months, because this right here would obviously set the precedent that ShoPro doesn't even need to do any work. They could just simply click and remove any of the videos that they deem not fair use. So this situation definitely needs more coverage. I did see Tipster do a brief amount of coverage when he uploaded his huge video in a live stream format, but this is something that more people need. I repeat, need to cover. I'm talking scarce, drama alert, anyone that has a sizable audience, such as Nicholas Diorio, such as Augie RFC, Boblax, anyone. I really, really hope that more people jump on this and cover this, because this is massive. It could either be a huge win, and it could set a new precedent that advantages us anti-poke creators, or this could seriously screw us if Suede ends up losing this case. So share this video, share everything about this around to every single platform that you can think of. I'm talking Facebook, Twitter, Discord, Reddit, and if you are a YouTuber and have a community tab available, then share it on there if you're not going to make a video on it. This right here needs all the shares it can get. I'm telling you now, it needs all the shares. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for your time as well in viewing this video. Have yourself a damn good one, guys, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.